Hello and welcome to our first True Talk video, in which we share tips and techniques to make life easier for you. Today I'd like to talk about saying no. Now, saying no is something that we all have to do every day of our working lives and very often in our home lives. But have you ever thought about how to say no? So for example, if you are in the middle of an important and urgent project, you're working perhaps with other members of your team on this, your boss, who's on a business trip, calls you and says, hey, I've got this somewhat urgent request from headquarters for a report. Can you get some numbers together for me today? What are you going to do? If you stop what you're doing right now, you're going to be in big trouble. So you can, if you want, just directly say to your boss, no, I can't do that. But if you think about it, you haven't done anything to help him at all, and it may be harmful to the relationship. You can also say to the boss, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that, or we'll do that. And you end up working till midnight or 1 a.m., and then this very important project you're working on, you don't have energy for it tomorrow. Maybe it's a presentation, and you go into the presentation not feeling it your best. So also not good. Other people will make an excuse, which normally involves some lying, also not good, or they'll try some sort of delay tactic and see if they can make the request go away. Normally also involves a little bit of lying or deception, also not good. So fortunately, Mr. William Ury, who is a world-famous negotiations expert, has come up with this simple, elegant, very useful technique called the positive no. The positive no has a three-part structure. Begins with a yes, then to a no, and then to another yes. The first yes is a yes to the thing that is more important or more urgent than the request that has come in. So there's a reason why you're saying no, and you mention that first. It's a legitimate, rational reason. Then you give a polite and direct no, and then you finish with your final yes, which is really an alternative proposal to the original request. So in the example of your boss asking for a report, you can say to your boss, remember that we're working on this very important project today, and we're going to be presenting tomorrow morning, so I can't give you what you want at this time. What I can do is I can take 20 minutes in the day and I can send some raw numbers to you for you to then give to someone else to analyze for your report. The other thing I can do is tomorrow after lunch at about 1 o'clock we'll be free, and I can bring some people in and we can work on those numbers for you for about an hour. Should be enough. How does that sound? So in this example, what you've done is you've reminded of your boss of something that's very important to him, and you have also offered him an alternative to what he's asking for. So you've taken care of him and taken care of yourself and your team. That's the positive no. I hope you find it useful. And if you have any additional questions about this, be sure to get in touch with us here at True Development. Thank you very much.